Hi everyone, Ron Crider reporting for duty today. Today is Thursday. I have the numbers, all of the numbers today for you. It's October the 29th. It's my day, 227. I've done 227 of these programs. Very hard to believe. Couple of little numbers first. 5 days until Election Day. Yeah. Will it ever go away? And what will happen? Who knows? Boy, there are plenty of people on both sides that say they're going to win. Well, why not? They should say that. 57 days until Christmas, 63 days left in this year. 23 of my 43 days of radiation under, so that's it. I already had 23 of these, so I'm more than halfway there. Don't forget, time change this Sunday, so we fall back. Right? Fall back. Spring ahead in the springtime, fall back. All right, I got the numbers for you here, folks, for today, so I can get them up on the screen so you can look at them as I give you the rest of this information. For the state of Florida, we have red on the screen again, 82 deaths reported in the past 24 hours. That's 18 more than yesterday. Yesterday, we had 64. Positivity, 4,198 today. That's 83 more than yesterday. Yesterday, we had 4,115. 7-day moving averages, 54.71. That's the first time we've been in the 50s for quite some time, so that's a good thing, meaning that approximately 54 people have passed away in the past day, each day for the past 7 days. And our positivity rate, that's positives versus testings, for the day was 4.89. Needs to be under 5%. You'll hear me say more about that in a moment. And since we started, it's dropped down to 8.13, and that's always been up in the double digits. So 8.13 is not too bad. Okay, so there you go with the numbers for today. You'll see those up on the screen over here, there, all over the place. Reds and greens and all that sort of thing. It looks a little bit like Christmas, right? All righty, so I got to tell you this, please. You have to understand this. We do not put any commercials on these videos. Oh, yeah, you see the commercials pop up. They're put there by YouTube because that's how they get paid to do this. They don't pay me, so you'll see those commercials pop up. You can hit the skip button, but we don't put any in here. Now, sometimes they drop them in at the right time whenever we flip to do something else, like we flip from the numbers to go into the base of the program or something like that. But nonetheless, I just wanted you to know we don't stick those in there. Also need to remind you about that school zone over there on Beachland Boulevard, over there by the Beachline School. Remember, 20 miles an hour. Please observe that, or you're going to be paying a pretty healthy ticket, because every day I go through there, they have pulled over somebody on my way to the hospital, on my way back from the hospital at 8 o'clock in the morning. There's always people being pulled over because they're going over 20 miles an hour. They mean business. They don't mean 22, 23, 24. It's 20 miles an hour or less. Anything over that, you're apt to get a ticket. So Please, don't speed through that school zone or any other school zone for that matter. Come on, I hate to be preaching to you, but I see all these people getting pulled over every day, and some of the cars I drive past every day that were going to the same place or going in the same general direction, and they surely have seen it happen to them. So pay attention. Don't do that. Okay, Florida is closing out the month with a steady rise in COVID cases, including 4,115 new infections reported on Wednesday. It's the fourth time in the last 7 days that the state has reported at least 4,000 COVID-19 cases. That level was not hit during the entire month of September. Yeah, so we're getting a lot of cases. We're doing a lot more testing. Please understand that. Yes, we're doing a lot more testing, therefore we're going to have a lot more cases. South Florida is contending with more virus spread as well. Palm Beach County Emergency Management boss just called it a resurgence, with hospitalizations and testing positivity rate is up as well. The numbers are still well below COVID-19 pandemic as we saw it in July. So please understand that. I'm giving you a lot of doom and gloom, but you hear what I just said? The numbers are still well below the COVID-19 pandemic peaks in July. Yeah, and we weren't testing as much in July as we are testing now. But the accuracy of the death reporting is in question by the federal and state authorities. Florida health officials last week said they are reviewing the pandemic deaths to ensure that the figures are correct since some doctors are reporting them up to 3 months after the death. Give me a break. 3 months. This is just irresponsible for something like that to happen. Okay, the state COVID-19 test positivity rate needs to be 5% or less. And the threshold indicates that point is where the virus is thought to be under control. And so actually for the past week or so, it's always been above 5%. But I can tell you today, it is definitely under 5%. Yeah, I just gave you that number a minute ago. It was 4.89. So that's a very, very good thing. So that's good news, folks. Come on. I do give you good news when there's good news to report if I can find it. Dr. Anthony Fauci, the nation's top infectious disease doctor, told the Journal of American Medical Association on Wednesday that COVID-19 vaccine might be available in the United States as early as January. Fauci said that 5 companies that are working on the vaccine probably won't be ready with their data until December. You know, I told you about this yesterday. So that's the answer. You know, we talk about this all the time, but that's the only answer to this whole COVID-19 pandemic, because it's going to keep doing the same thing. Nothing has changed. You heard me say that over and over and over again. Nothing has changed since we started, because we don't have a vaccine for it. So hopefully that vaccine will start showing up. Let's see here. Germany and France announced new lockdowns as the COVID cases spike all over Europe. So here we go. We're getting into the fall. The weather's getting cooler. We're going to start mixing the flu with the COVID-19, and it's just going to create a real problem. The only thing you can do, folks, until we get the vaccine, you know what I say, you have to distance space. It's easier to wear a mask than a ventilator. Please, please, please try to do the right thing. That's the most important thing. Hey, for you folks that are up north and don't know what's going on down here, Donald Trump Jr. was here yesterday. He was here at 6:30 last night out at the fairgrounds, and apparently there were quite a few people out there. I didn't actually see that myself, but apparently there were a lot of people out there to see him, so that was kind of a big deal here in town. Weather report for the Treasure Coast. That's Stewart, Fort Pierce, and Vero Beach for Thursday. Partly cloudy, followed by scattered thunderstorms this afternoon. High about 89 degrees. A little bit warmer today than it was yesterday. Wind south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain today is about 40%. And then tonight, scattered showers and thunderstorms. Low 73. Winds southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain tonight's about 50%. And then tomorrow, sunshine and clouds mixed. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. High 78 degrees. Winds northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. There you go. Okay, so that's what we've got going for us right now. That's the weather forecast for the Treasure Coast. Here come the numbers. I come back, I'll do some very quick shout-outs, and that'll do it for today. Alrighty, folks, here we are over in the numbers department for Thursday. Today is October the 29th. Numbers came in about 11:15. We did get all of the numbers today. Unfortunately, we're going to have a little bit of red on the screen today again. Taking a look at the deaths for the entire state of Florida for the past 24 hours, this is what was reported. 82, that's 18 more than yesterday. Yesterday we had 64. Now, if we take a look at the positives, it's 4,198. That's 83 more than yesterday. Yesterday we had 4,115. Now, take a look at Dade and Broward counties. First, Dade County, 9 new deaths to report in the past 24 hours, 673 new positives. Taking a look at Broward County, 1 new death to report, 466 new positives. Then in Palm Beach County, 12 new deaths to report, 364 new positives. Then down here in Orange County, which is really up from us, 10 new deaths to report, 186 new positives. Alrighty, now in Brevard County, 1 new death to report, 184 new positives. St. Lucie County, that's Fort Pierce, 1 new death to report, 37 new positives. In Martin County, that's Stewart, 1 new death to report, 26 new positives. Indian River County, we've got a lot of bad news here. 44 new positives to report. Good news here, no new deaths. 44 new positives. 6 of those positives were in zip code 32960. 6 of them were in zip code 32963 here on the Barrier Island where I am. And in zip code 32967, there were 10 positives reported in the past 24 hours. Now, I want to take you up here and take you a look at this. The positivity rate, this is testings versus tests that were taken in the past 24 hours, 4.89. We're supposed to be under 5, so we're giving it a green, little bit of green for that today. That's good. Now, here's something that's interesting. This is the 7-day moving averages with respect to deaths today. These are the deaths that were reported in the past 24 hours. It's 54.71. Yesterday it was 66.29. The day before that it was 71.43. I haven't seen a 54.71 for quite some time. That's a low number. That's a good number. We're pretty happy with that. If you look across here, we have all double-digit numbers. We don't have any triple-digit numbers. Of course, we don't have any single-digit numbers either, but that has helped to drive this number down to 54.71. Alrighty, folks, here we are in the past 48 hours for the United States. This is how we stacked up against the United States. Texas was in first place again with 97 deaths in the past 48 hours. Florida was in second place with 64. California was in third place with 63, Illinois 51, Wisconsin 45, Massachusetts in sixth place with 36, North Carolina 34 in seventh place, Tennessee in eighth place with 34, South Carolina in ninth place with 34, and Indiana in 10th place with 33. Our neighbor state was in 11th place, Georgia with 32, Pennsylvania in 12th place with 31. We'll go down to Missouri. Missouri was in 13th place with 30. Iowa, 14th place with 22. Kansas, 15th place with 22. New York, 21 in 16th place. Michigan in 17th place with 21. Let's go down a little bit further here to Minnesota for our friends up there in Minnetonka for Wayne and Dorothy. 20th place with 19. Don't like that. It's a pretty big number up there for you guys. Not supposed to have that big number. Let's go down here a little bit further and take a look at Ohio in 24th place with 16. In Jersey for Danny up there in Jersey, you got 16. You're in double digits here, buddy. You got to get that down a little bit. Let's go down here and take a look at Kentucky in 29th place with 14. Idaho, 30th place with 14. Colorado, 32nd place with 13. We'll go down a little bit more to Utah. Utah is 35th place with 10. Connecticut, 37th place with 9. Maryland, for Julie up in Maryland, in 40th place with 7. That's good. Low single digits, rather. Rhode Island for Jay Grutman in 42nd place with 4. New Hampshire had 3 in 44th place. Delaware was in 45th place with 2. And we'll go down here and take a look. Wyoming didn't have anything to report. Maine had nothing to report. And Vermont had nothing to report. Alrighty, let's take a look at the global cases now. These are the really big numbers. USA cases, 8,873,861. USA deaths, 227,897. And global cases, 44,644,423. Global deaths, 1,176,328. And those are the numbers for today, for October the 29th, Thursday. Alrighty, folks, those are the numbers for today. Here are a couple of quick shout-outs. We'll not do them all today. We'll kind of vary them from day to day, but always Marie Arnold and Diana Stark and Iowa Lizzie, who is almost back to Florida. She'll probably be back to Florida tomorrow. Cheryl Deacon, Al and Mary June, Joan, Ellen, Elizabeth Hutchison, George and Vanessa in Miami. Vanessa's down in Miami. Tony in Miami. Kevin in Houston. We always have to remember Dorothy and Wayne Mahoney, my Minnetonka friends up there in Minnesota. Yeah, they were just so nice to come down here and hang out with me, go to lunch with me. Bought me lunch, actually. What a deal. That was really terrific. We had a great time together. Thanks, guys. I do appreciate it. They're back home safe in Minnetonka. Jim Davis watches every once in a while. Thanks, Jim. And Tommy DeBray. Tommy and I worked together back in the early days at several different radio stations, and then he got me into helping him build a radio station up in Washington, D.C., WQMR and WQMR and WGAY in the World Building in Silver Spring, Maryland. We had a lot of fun doing that. Anyway, those are some of the shout-outs that I have today. I always give a shout-out to Heather Mason Wood. And let's see, who else are we going to throw in here today? Costas and Donald and Julie. Always have to say shout-out to Ann Haley Danshaw. I mean, these people, the Danshaws, are just the best. They're always giving me a little tip on what's going on, as well as Danny up in New Jersey. Danny should be back here pretty soon. Jay Parm, terrific, Jay. Thank you so much. Nancy Bicknell, Nancy Strazula, Susan Taylor, Barbie Chandler, Billy Moss, and Lisa Crider Brown, my daughter. Okay, those are the shout-outs for today. I'm going to say it one more time. Remember to distance space. It's easier to wear a mask than a ventilator, and we're getting into a really difficult period of time. This has nothing to do with what the president says. This has everything to do with you. It's not the president's fault that the pandemic is the way it is. Believe me, I'm not sticking up for the president. I'm not sticking up for Governor DeSantis. The most important thing is how you behave determines how many people are going to get COVID-19. It's all up to you. 100% up to you. Now, if the president didn't get you a vaccine as fast as he should have, it would be his fault. But we don't have a vaccine yet. So hopefully we will. And when we have it, we will get it fairly soon. In fact, they're working on a plan to make sure that it can get in our hands and most of the people will not have to pay for it. The government's going to pick up the tab for that, or at least they're working on that right now. All right, so that's about it. I forgot to say this. Don't forget to push the like button. Please, please, please push the like button. And I always say every day, always be a part of the solution, guys. Come on, be a part of the solution. Don't be a part of the problem. Don't create the problem. Be a part of the solution. Do something nice for somebody. Call your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister. Say something nice to them today. Make everybody feel good, all right? Have a really blessed Thursday. I'm looking forward to seeing you back here on Friday. Ron Crider, signing off for today.